and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I've got to turn the TV off. Let me do that. I swear, I always start videos and forget to mute the TV or pause the TV. If you guys have any video suggestions or things that you would like to see, just comment them down below and I'll try my best to get them out there. What I'm going to be doing today is doing a pregnancy update. I am 10 weeks today, and I'm just going to be talking about my pregnancy so far. This is my first pregnancy update for this pregnancy. I plan to do them every month until I get further along, and then it'll be more often. Once I get closer to giving birth, I will put them closer together, but for now, I'm going to do it once a month, starting with 10 weeks. I'm just gonna jump into what's been going on with me lately. So far, this pregnancy, I'm only gonna be talking from the time that I knew I was pregnant until now, because technically I already talked about my symptoms before I found out I was pregnant. So now we're gonna be talking about after I found out I was pregnant, because technically I am 10 weeks pregnant based off how they count pregnancies. They go off of the first day of your last period. So technically the first 2 weeks that you're pregnant, you're not actually pregnant, but that's just how they count it, doctors and everyone else. So I'm just going to be talking about stuff since finding out. So I found out right before 4 weeks, a couple days, well, I think I was like 3 weeks and a couple days. So yeah, I was almost 4 weeks when I found out that I was pregnant. We're gonna be talking about how I've been feeling the past 6-7 weeks. Stop. What's that? The camera? Ugly camera? We say hi? We say hi? Thank you. Go play. Be sweet. I'm gonna try and go in chronological order of like when I felt what. And I don't really have anything written down, so I'm kind of just going off of my brain right now. In the very beginning, and like all the way up to now, my skin has been broken out. I get a bunch of spots on my forehead. I have had really dry skin, which is kind of also a combination from it getting cold. Like this crease in my chin is always super red and irritated for some reason, and really dry. I get spots around my chin. I have a bunch of tiny little spots all across my jaw that are very annoying. They're just like little tiny pimples. My cheeks are usually fine. I have a pimple on the tip of my nose right now, but I just get them like sprinkled around. It's not as bad as it was in the beginning with London. Whenever it was with London, my entire cheeks were covered. I might insert a picture over there if I can find one from whenever I was pregnant with London, but lately I've just, usually my skin's pretty clear, but it's not been that clear here lately, and that's from the pregnancy hormones and everything. So that's the first thing that started. I have my days where I'm really exhausted, especially in the beginning. I was just always tired. I'd get up in the morning and come downstairs and already felt like I wanted a nap. I'd take a nap with London when I could, and then I would still be just waiting for the day to finally be over, for it to be bedtime and to go lay in bed and relax and go to bed and sleep. I really like sleep. In the beginning it was very bad. I was exhausted all the time, all day, every day, to the point where I was just dragging through the days, and now it just depends. I've been having trouble getting up in the morning. Usually we're up at 8:30 with my alarm, and I get up and get the day started. But here lately I've just been ignoring my alarm, and we haven't been getting up until 10 or 11, just because like I just want to lay in bed and I just want to sleep as much as I can. Exhaustion and no energy. Next thing, in the beginning I just had a lot of uneasiness and I just felt off all the time, but once I got to almost 6 weeks, it was a couple of days before I turned 6 weeks, I got hit with the full-on morning sickness. But it's not morning sickness, it's all day sickness. The only time I ever get any relief from the nausea is when I'm sleeping. So it's very difficult. In the beginning, whenever it first started, I went from being starving all the time, snacking all day long because I just felt like I was never full, to literally not being able to eat anything. I just woke up one day and I felt so horrible, and I could not eat more than 3 bites without thinking I was gonna puke everywhere. And I have trouble sitting up all day long. A lot of the time I have to lay down just to feel better. I still have really bad nausea all day, every day, but I can actually eat more now. Before, I literally would try and force myself to eat. I'd get maybe 3 bites and be like, okay, this isn't working, I can't eat. Every time me and Christopher would go out to eat, I would have to like just hope and pray that I don't get sick and that I feel well enough to eat. And I slowly got to where I could eat more and more and got up to like a normal amount of food. Lately, like, warm food makes it worse. Stuff like cereal is good for me to eat. I don't have too much trouble eating cereal. This past week I got some yogurt for me for breakfast. That's not bad for me. I tried getting some Jolly Ranchers because they say sucking on candy helps with it. I got graham crackers because you're supposed to like snack on some crackers just to like curb the nausea, but the only crackers I like are graham crackers, and London ends up eating more than I do, and they didn't really seem to do much for me. Anyways, grapes have been good. I've been able to eat grapes okay, and like just mainly cold stuff. It's the warm stuff that makes me feel more sick. I've been into actually being able to eat dinner. Some days I'm like starving and I can eat a ton of food for dinner and be fine. Other days I don't even want to cook dinner because I already feel sick and I just know I'm not really going to be able to eat. So I have to force myself to make the dinner and feed London, and I just eat what I can. It just depends on the day. I'm still nauseous all the time. I'm just better at eating. I just have to find more foods. I feel bad because I'm not really like getting a whole bunch of good nutrients and stuff because I haven't been able to eat right, and I haven't been able to drink a lot of water like I need to, and that's probably making me feel a lot worse. But I just feel sick whenever I try to force myself to drink water. I've also been too sick to take my medicine. I usually would use the women's 1-a-day prenatals. I don't know why they're called 1-a-day because you have to take 2 a day. But that's usually the prenatal I would take. It's a gummy because I hate pills. But when you take a gummy, you have to also take an iron pill. Well, you don't have to, but I already have issues with iron, so it's better for me to take an iron pill because the gummies don't have iron in them. I also got a B6 vitamin because people say that that helps with nausea, which I'm supposed to take that to make me less nauseous throughout the day. I tried to get a new gummy because the woman's 1-a-day ones are really expensive, and I'd like to find a cheaper gummy that isn't horrible because it's really hard to find decent gummy vitamins. Found one at Target that I wanted to try, but the gummies were huge and you had to eat 2, and they tasted and smelled so disgusting. I'd have to hold my nose to try and eat them, and I could still taste it, and I was still gagging on them. So I switched back to the women's 1-a-day. Lately, like, I just can't take any of it. I can't swallow the pills. I'm gagging and like I can barely get them down. I can't make myself chew the gummies up because it just makes me feel so sick with the taste and the texture, and ugh. Once I get past the first trimester, it's a lot easier, but it's just so hard to eat, drink, and take medicine when you're constantly nauseous. And that's pretty much all I've been dealing with, is just acne, exhaustion, and nausea. I've thrown up twice so far, and I hate throwing up because it's disgusting. Now that I've just talked about the symptoms that I've had, it doesn't really sound like much, but that's what I've been dealing with the past couple months. I'm gonna show you what I've got going on bump-wise. And hi, London. Baby is down here and tiny. So a lot of this is just like how I look, how my stomach is, just from being pregnant before and whatever else. So here's the belly. Right now I'm at the stage with the bump where it just depends. It comes and goes. It's bigger when I eat or like when I have a full bladder, and like by the end of the day it's usually bigger. Yesterday was a pretty big bump day. If you looked at my bump yesterday and compared it to with London, I was about as big as I was at 16 weeks with London at 10 weeks now. Yeah, baby is the size of, let me see, I haven't looked at my apps yet today. 10 weeks, and baby is the size of, if it'll load, I'm on Ovia, cardinal tetrafish. I have 3 apps. I have Ovia, Pregnancy Plus, and what to expect. Pregnancy Plus says baby is the size of a fortune cookie. Size of a fortune cookie. It says the length is 1.61 inches and the weight is 0.25 ounces. Let's see what to expect says. What to expect says baby is the size of a Tootsie Pop candy top. So the size of the top of a Tootsie Pop. Oh my god, he just scared the crap out of me. So yeah, that is the update so far on this pregnancy. Yeah, I got this smoothie to try and like have it for like breakfast when I can't really eat, so I could at least get some like calories and nutrients. Took 1 sip, can't do it. I can't, it's disgusting. I hate smoothies. Anyways, that is all I'm gonna talk about. I did not expect this video to be this long. You just gave me a heart attack.
What?
I heard you yelling and I thought it was someone at the door yelling. I got that now. That is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Wasn't much of a video, just me talking about this pregnancy so far. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and a comment below. Like I said, give me, if you have any requests for upcoming videos, let me know and I will try my best. Subscribe to the channel before you leave so you don't miss out on anything coming up. You can even turn post notifications on so that you really don't miss anything. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video and I will see you next time.